Hey yo, guess what? I'm back! So it's a beautiful July one afternoon, and my mama and Ate Angel picked me up from school because I just finished my midterms that day. And so we went to KFC at Park Mall, and we decided to walk around Watson, so yan, and ENHYPEN. We also went to other stores in Park Mall while waiting for tita and tito and also the kids. And then eventually we had to wait at the parking lot for them to pick us up. And so, ayan, they finally arrived. And so, what we're doing here is that we're actually gonna go to the airport because me and Tita Rose are gonna see Cha EunWoo. So the fan meet was with Dunkin, and we secured tickets, and this is a dream come true for Tita. And so we finally arrived at the airport, and then that's us walking to the airport. And then thank you to Tito and Mama and the kids and Ate Angel for dropping us off. And then ayun, that moment, like we literally couldn't believe that we're gonna go to Manila and see Cha EunWoo. Okay, so at this time also, ENHYPEN also released their collaboration with Bench, and I had to see if they have one in the airport, but they don't have any. And so ayun, like Tita and I were just chit-chatting, and then actually we found out that our flight is delayed, so we had to wait for an extra hour. And so, ayan, Tita is looking at Cha EunWoo pictures, and finally our plane arrived, and at this time, I think it's like 10 p.m. One thing I have to say is that I'm not really a fan of Cha EunWoo, but I know him, but like, I'm there as a camera woman for my Tita because this is her dream come true. And then finally, we arrived in Manila, and at this time, it's already like 12, like almost 1. And then we booked a Grab, and kudos to Tita for figuring it all out, and thank you for taking care of me, Tita. So we got in our Grab car, and then can you believe, like at this time, 1 a.m., like there's traffic in Manila, like it's so busy. Also, this video is giving like... And then finally, we arrived at Eastwood City, where we're gonna meet up with Tita Lucky, Tita Rose's sister, and we're gonna go into our was it a condo or Airbnb? But anyway, like the nightlife in Eastwood City is so nice. And so we arrived at our stay, and the interior is so nice, and Tita Lucky led us to our room, and here's the room tour. And after a while, Tita Lucky left, and we're starting to get ready for bed. So see you in the morning. Hello, madang people, mabuhay! It's finally Cha EunWoo day! So as soon as we woke up, we started getting ready, and we're gonna head out for breakfast. And that's my makeup for that day. And so we went out of the building, and wow, Eastwood City is so beautiful in the morning. So we decided to go to McDonald's that's nearby, and we also discussed our plans on just walking around the Eastwood City, and also we can't give up on our journey to look for the ENHYPEN Bench shirts. So I went to the Bench branch in Eastwood City, and unfortunately they don't have any in that branch, but they did mention that there's gonna be in BGC. And so I helped Tita with her lashes and also started to pack because we're gonna leave the stuff in Tita Lucky's condo. So we checked out and returned the key, and we're on our way to the Gateway Mall, where I'm gonna bring Tita to the fan zone of Cha EunWoo's event, and we're gonna start looking for freebies. We were kind of lost at first, but we just asked around, especially the fans that we passed by, and finally we arrived at the activity center, and then we went to the distribution area where we claim our banners and that cute little Cha EunWoo cutout. And there was also that sticker. And so we couldn't find any freebies, so Tita decided to buy some merch from some fans, and there, she's been boodled a lot of times. And since it was still 1 p.m. at this time, and the event started at 7, so we decided to go to BGC. Oh my gosh! I wasn't able to really explore BGC last time I was in Manila, so there I was preparing to go to the Bench branch in BGC. I mean, there has to be stock there because literally the staff said there would be some. Oh my gosh. Wait, sorry. Wow. Wow, so awkward. But anyway, we found them. I asked if there was like a small since it's a men's shirt. And so he started to look through it. But they couldn't find any. So I tried the large instead and got the black and white shirts. So I tried fitting both of them on. And I decided to stick with the white one. And so we went out. I already paid for the shirt, but Tita mentioned that she saw a belt bag that's really cute and I love the pink color, so I convinced her to get it. And so we both went out of the store with our purchases. And then we met up with Tita Lucky again and we decided to eat at this Chinese restaurant, and that was also when I first tried Cha EunWoo. And I have to say it's really good and their chicken's also really good. And we finished eating our lunch and then we decided to go back to the Araneta. And we also left our stuff with Tita Lucky, like the bench stuff we bought. And on the way back to the Araneta, Tita and I decided to take a photo in front of that banner and just see them in Instagram. And then we're on our way to the Araneta Coliseum and there were so many people, it's so packed. We asked around where the gate was for our ticket here, and now we arrived and then we went through security, gave our tickets to scan, and then we also claimed our light sticks. They're made of styrofoam. And now we're finally on our way inside! But we have to go to the CR first. And there, finally, you see all those blinking lights and now you see the stage. Like, it's so big. And actually, we realized that we're kind of close to the stage. And then we went to our seats and then we couldn't believe it because we really realized that the stage was so near. And there, Tita was like so happy. And then when we were sitting down, Tita found someone familiar, and it's Jed Modella. And so I didn't hesitate and went up to him and asked, "Can we take a picture?" And he said, "Yes, sure." He was so sweet, and we went back to our seats, and I had to get my glasses ready. And here you see the Araneta is so packed. Then the show finally started, and the opening act is this girl group, Yara. And I have to say that their performance was so good. There was also some guys who like slingshot the shirts, but we couldn't like get any. And finally, Denise Laurel came out. She really brings the energy to the crowd, and she's such an amazing MC, and I love her energy so much. And finally, the time came that Cha EunWoo is finally coming out. I literally screamed like there's no tomorrow, and I keep telling Tita to just look at the stage and not just on the phone. Because of course, you want to enjoy the moment and see him in person, right? So like... So after he did his first song, they finally sat down and had a little interview, and I loved the interaction between Cha EunWoo and Denise Laurel. And there was also like a fun little game for the fans, and then he sang his second song, and then this was also kind of like a bit of an interview, and he sang his third song, and then we finally raised our banners to show him our love, and it was time for Cha EunWoo to leave. And the Tita also cried, and I kind of felt sad because it was just 1 hour. And the Tita bought Dunkin with Cha EunWoo's face on the box, and it was time to leave the Araneta and go back to Tita Lucky's condo to get our things, and then also move to another like stay that's near the airport. But we had to stop by the mall, and I also bought some stuff, and also this one. And then we went to Dunkin, and then we got the box, the bundles that we bought for our tickets. And then this is us just walking to some kind of convenience store to buy some food. And then it was time to say goodbye to Tita Lucky. Thank you, Tita Lucky, for buying the tickets for us. And now we're on our way to our stay that's near the airport, the Achievers Airport Hotel. And then that's where we stayed the night. And so we got a room, and then we also got in our pajamas, and we decided to try the donuts that Tita bought. And Tita tried Cha EunWoo's favorite donut, and then talked for a bit, and then we went to bed.